It's Raul Kohli!
Oh, thank you very kindly. Hello, London. How are you? Are you well? Excellent. I am buzzing. I am delighted. Summer is over. Winter is here. I'm usually a summer person, but it was too hot of a summer for me, genuinely. I left the house in June. I was white. That's how hot it was. It wasn't even this hot when I was in Australia. I just spent 3 months there. Australia, very interesting country, and by interesting, I mean racist. There's racism everywhere, but there it's not subtle. I'm aware I'm a brown man with a backpack and a beard travelling on his own. I'm going to get pulled to the side in airports. It's par for the course. But in Australia, just no subtlety. I got pulled over in Perth as soon as I landed, and the border guard pulled me to the side, and you try and break the tension. You try and show them you're a laugh, not a threat. I said, oh, mate, is this a random search? This man looked me dead in the eyes and went, oh, I didn't say it was random. Bro, you're not meant to say that bit out loud, what the fuck? But joke's on him, because I quite enjoy a finger in my arse. Anyway, on a serious note, I don't know if you ever have been pulled to the side and missed your flight as a result of this, right? But they don't give you a new one. You have to pay for a new one. It costs me a lot of money because I was being pulled to the side so much in Australia. It cost me so much that while I was in Australia, I made the very drastic decision to get my right ear pierced. Because you never see a terrorist that looks a little bit gay. Jihad's a lot of things. It's not fabulous, darling, do you know what I mean? Honestly, the racism in Australia makes you proud to be English, let me tell you. And I am English. I realised how English I was last month when I was at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, right? Because somebody heard my accent. And they went, oh, you're from England? I hope you fucking die! And that is why I love Scotland. Because Scotland is the only place I've been in the world where I have been racially abused. But the colour of my skin, not mentioned once. That was brand new for me. That was the first time I was ever told to fuck off back to England. And it was by a Muslim woman in a hijab. I had no idea how to unpack that. Genuinely, I am very proud to be English. I must admit, right? I know it's not a very fashionable thing to say in certain circles, but I am. I'm very proud to be English, and I'll tell you why. It's because I am an Indian Hindu, ethnically and by heritage and by religion. And growing up, my best friend was a Pakistani Muslim. And I think that's a type of relationship that can only blossom in the modern, multicultural Britain I grew up in. Because if you are unaware, if you don't watch the cricket, or the news, Indian Hindus, Pakistani Muslims, we do not get along. And we don't get along because we've been at war for a century over a small piece of land called Leicester. But genuinely, I am so proud of that. I hold on to that childhood experience because now as an adult, it gives me hope, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary friends, because I look at the conflicts around the world and I feel something. I think, you know what, maybe their grandchildren would play where their grandfathers fought, because while me and my friend, we did our bit to heal this age-old divide amongst the older generation, they still held on to that hatred. It brings me no joy to tell you, my grandfather was not keen on Pakistanis, right? He was not fond of my friend just because he was Pakistani, and that's not funny. But what is funny, or feel that tension, is that white racists don't understand the nuances of brown racists. And I remember being 6 years old, walking hand in hand with my granddad down the high street where I lived. And as we passed McDonalds, there was a chav stood there. And as we passed McDonalds, this chav hocked up some phlegm, spat it out my feet and said, I fucking hate Pakis. And without missing a step, my granddad dragged me along by the arm, looked this racist dead in his eyes and just went, not as much as me, bastard, and walked off. Guys, I've been Raul Kohli, been an absolute delight. Thank you very much.